This next construction video is going to be constructing a perpendicular line. And here we are going to do two constructions. We are going to construct a perpendicular line to a point off of the line, and we are going to construct a perpendicular line to a point that is on the line. So the first one is constructing a perpendicular line to a point that's not on the line. So we will start with a line, and we will have a point that is not on the line. So if we look at what we are starting with, the only place that we can place our compass is on the point. Once we put our compass on the point, the only place that we can arc is the line. So we are going to draw an arc that intersects the line in two places. So those are your first two steps. Put your compass on the point and then intersect your line in two places. The reason why we are going to intersect our line in two places is because once we draw this arc, we now have a brand new segment. So we started with a line and we created our segment. So if we look at our picture, this is now our new segment. And our center is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment, so we are able to now follow the perpendicular bisector construction, and the point that is currently off the line will then lie on the perpendicular line that we are going to create, just like we want it to. So starting with our point and our line, we are first going to put our compass on our point. And then we are going to go ahead and intersect our line in two places. Now, when you do this, sometimes your intersection won't actually be on the line. It'll be a little bit beyond it, but that's okay. It's a line, so we know it goes on forever and ever in both directions, so we are able to then extend it. Okay. Now that we have our new segment, what we are going to do is we are going to make sure our compass is extended beyond halfway, because we move it to our new endpoint and we want it to be extended beyond halfway because we are now following our perpendicular bisector construction. We are going to make an arc above and below. Okay, so then we follow and repeat on the other side. We are going to move to this endpoint and make an arc above and below our segment. Okay, we made the green arcs. The green arcs intersect, and since the green arcs intersect one another, we are going to connect them with our line. Draw a line through one, line through the other, and this line represents our perpendicular line to the given point that we had, and the given point is not on the line. Now, if you look at this construction, you will notice that the point we started with is only on our new line. That is something that you need to keep in mind when you look at the next construction, because you're still starting with a line and a point, but your end result looks a little bit different, and you need to be able to differentiate between those things. So this was the construction of a perpendicular line to a point not on the line. The next construction is very similar. The only difference here is you are constructing a perpendicular line to a point that is on the line. So now our point is located on the line. So the only place that we can put our compass is on the point. Our next step is exactly the same as the last one. We put our compass on the point and we are going to draw an arc that intersects the line in two places once again. Okay. The reason why we do this is, once again, we have to create ourselves a new segment. Okay. We are creating ourselves a new segment so that way we can go ahead and follow the perpendicular bisector construction from here on out. So we made the green arcs, and since we make the arc, we are going to have to use the arc. So moving on to actually doing the construction, we have our point, we have the line, the point is located on the line. We are going to take our compass, we are going to put our compass on the point, and we are going to draw an arc on both sides of the point. We're intersecting the line in two places. So we made ourselves the green arc. If we make an arc, we are going to use the arc. So we're going to pick up our compass. We are going to move it to one endpoint. Okay? Here is where you absolutely have to extend your compass over halfway. The setting right now is the radius for the circle. That is exactly halfway. So first we need to extend it over halfway, and then we can draw our arc above and below. We draw the red arc. After we draw the red arc, we have to repeat the same thing on the other side. So we are going to move our compass to the other endpoint, our original endpoint created by the green arc, and we are going to draw an arc below and above. So once again, we can see that our two arcs intersect. From there, we are going to connect the two arcs that were formed on the same step, and they intersect. So we're going to connect these. And what we have is our perpendicular to a point that is on the line. So now we are perpendicular to this point. And my line isn't great through the first intersection on top, but if I did a better job creating that line, it would look more perpendicular. All right, and here you can see that the point that we started with is now on both lines. So the construction itself looks relatively the same. Once it's completed, you just need to see the difference on where the point is. So that was the constructions for constructing perpendicular lines, 2 points on the line and 2 points off of the line.